Today's episode is brought to you by Me Undies. The undies I have on me right now.
That's true. I also have them on me. Not yours, but mine. My own.
I don't know. Could you have the same what color are you wearing right now?
Gray.
All right. No, you do not have the exact same ones as me.
All right. My collection is of very monotone, neutral colors.
Mine is like, right now I have tie-dye on. I'm feeling it.
Tide Pod on?
You know what?
You got Tide Pod?
No, I am not a 14-year-old idiot. Anyway, Me Undies. We'll talk about it later. Let's get into the show. Woo! Hello, everybody. It's time for Ghost and Crendor.
This is Crendor in the morning.
In the morning. Broadcasting live. Before our recording studio audience. Recording. Wake your ass up. It's up Crendor in the morning. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Cox and Crendor in the morning.
Hello.
You are very chipper. How are you?
You know, I'm doing pretty good. I've had a lot of things happen.
What? You know what? You have, actually. You've had a lot happen to you. This past week,
Yeah.
I received 3 videos from you, all that seemed very crazy.
Yes.
And apparently you have a story that you want to tell me, and then you did a lot. You did way more than me. I didn't do any. I've been trying to remember what I did. And I think someone asked this to me earlier this week. Like, what'd you do last week?
Yeah.
I can't remember what I did 2 days ago.
That's how I usually am, but now it's flip-flop.
Yeah, okay. Tell me about your incredible life. I'll just relax and drink a nice Fresca. It's not a Fresca, but we'll pretend it is.
All right, I'll pretend it is. How's your Fresca?
You know what? It tastes just as terrible as a Fresca does.
All right, good. I can imagine it now.
Yeah.
All right, so let me take you back a few weeks when I got locked in a subway.
You've hinted this story to me. I have so many questions.
Yeah.
One, how did you get locked in a subway?
All right, let me take you to the start.
All right, yeah, please.
We'd just gone to IKEA, and I was like, I'm kind of hungry. I want Subway. And then Toaster Woman was like, all right, I can get Subway. So we're like, all right, we'll go to Subway. So I was like, you stay in the car. I'll go in and get it. It's easy. So I go inside. There's some dude on his phone.
What time is this, by the way? What time is this?
It's probably like 7:30 p.m.
Okay.
There's this,
Wait, so why were you at IKEA at, let's say, 6:30 p.m.?
Why not?
I mean,
There's never a wrong time for IKEA.
but there had to have been a reason behind it, right?
I hadn't been there in a while.
But
They probably got spring collection stuff.
oh, okay, sure, yeah, all right, okay.
Anyway,
Who am I to question? How foolish of me to ask these questions.
I'm now questioning you. Like, what's wrong with you? You don't want to go to IKEA at like 6:30 p.m. on a weekday?
I do not. I've never been into an IKEA. I couldn't tell you.
We need to just one time just go when I visit again and film your initial reactions.
I have many initial reactions. I'm sure all of them will be like, all right, well, this is a place.
But it's not just a place. Anyway, that's beside the story.
Clearly.
So go.
Clearly. Right.
I go into the Subway, and I'm like, all right, I get my turkey sub. All right. I'm like, what do you do? We get our things, and then there's like one guy's like in his mid-20s just chilling on his phone in a booth. And then...
Wait, what kind of turkey on what?
I get it on honey oat.
Honey, oh, how very semi-health conscious. You went to Subway, so not really,
Yeah.
but like...
It's
That's like
better
going to
than
McDonald's, ordering a Diet Coke. You know, you thought
Yeah.
about it, but you didn't really care.
Exactly. It tastes...
What toast get?
She gets the veggie sub on whole wheat, which is...
Foot long?
6-inch.
You know what? Part of me hoped she was just like, you know what? I just like a really big sub.
Well, normally, she might get the foot long, but this time they had a coupon. All right? And then the coupon was like, buy one 6-inch sub, you get one free. I was like, shit, dude. That's a deal.
That is a deal. That is the kind of deal a mother of 3 would go for.
That was the kind of deal that would drive me to go to Subway at 7:30 p.m. after going to IKEA.
There is no 6-inch deal that would ever get me into a Subway. I gotta have all 12 inches.
I want all 12 of those inches filling me up.
I need a whole 12 inches.
All right. So there's these two women that like work at Subway. One of them's like walking around just like on the phone and talking very loudly. And I'm like, all right, okay. And then the other woman finishes the sub. She's like, all right, whatever. Then I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to leave. And then the woman goes to the door and she's like, we are locked in. And I was like, what? And she's like,
what?
Nobody can leave. We are locked in. The key guy is coming. And I was like, what are you talking?
What? Wait, what?
Yeah.
Who was saying this?
There's two women that work at Subway. One was making my sub. The other one was on the phone.
And she worked. Oh, so she worked there.
Yeah, I think she was like.
I thought you meant there was just a random woman walking around on the phone who then went to the door and was like, "We are now locked in." And I was like, "Wait, that's not how this works."
No. So it was like the owner or something, maybe the owner's wife, somebody like that, and she was just like, "We are locked in. We are locked in. Take 5-10 minutes. 5-10 minutes. He's coming. The guy's coming." And I was like, "What?" I was like, "I just walked in here like a few minutes ago, and then I tried to open the door. It was locked." And I was like, "What?" And then she like pointed at the lock thing and she's like, it's broken. It's broken. Like the little box, there's like the electronic box thing.
Wait, whoa.
Okay.
Did it break before you entered?
Apparently, it broke right after I walked in because it wasn't locked. And then some guy tried to like come in after and he couldn't get in. It was locked. So it must have broken like literally right after I got in.
Did you break the door?
I don't think I did. All I know is that I went in 1 minute and the next minute I couldn't get out.
Okay. All right. I have so many. I wonder maybe it was broken before you got there and the door you can, I guess no, you can't open the door from the outside because the other guy could.
But then again, the one guy that was also in there who's like, he's probably like his mid-20s or something. He's like just on his phone. As soon as it got unlocked, he left. But he was sitting there not eating anything. So I was like, was he stuck in there? And then I could have been the way out by opening the door. And then he could have got
that's
out,
what I thought. Like everyone was like, oh! And then you close the door behind you as you went in. They're like, oh.
Well, here's the thing. I was like, oh, so we're locked from the inside. So I texted Toast and I was like, hey, just come open the door. And then she came to open the door and it was locked. And she's like, no, door's locked. Door is locked. And I was like, what the shit is going on? And then we're like, all right, well, we'll just wait for this key guy. So it's like, yeah, 5-10 minutes. The locksmith will be here. He's going to unlock the door. We're good. This crazy old woman comes out of the bathroom. I didn't even know she was there. She's like,
there's another person involved. Okay.
Here's the thing. Without this woman, this would have just been like, all right, I wait around and then, the door's unlocked, I leave. This woman made me, okay, do you imagine, in those movies?
I know, I get it, because you sent me video of this going down, and I was like, what?
In those movies where there's the guy who runs the lighthouse, and he's always this, like a loner that just lives out in the lighthouse by themselves, and they're like hunched over in their hood to like withstand the waves, and like got the lantern, like, oh, the waves are coming. That's what she looked like. She looked.
The waves are coming. Is that what you think goes on in the lighthouse? So there's just an old man who's like, hey, the waves are coming.
Yeah, but in this case, it's an old woman, and she comes out like hunched over, and she's holding her phone, and she's like, oh, God, I don't know what's going on. I don't know. And she's like, ma'am, we're locked in. We're locked in. And she's like, we're locked in? What are we locked in? And they're like, the locksmith's coming. We'll be out in like 10 minutes. And she's like, oh, okay. Well, we might as well pull up an air mattress, sleep in the kitchen. And I was like, oh, Jesus. So I just like kept looking at my phone, trying to not make eye contact. And then the other dude, he was just sitting there on his phone. He didn't care. And this woman just starts talking on the phone to someone. And she's like, Jerry, I'm going to be coming. Can I still come over tonight? I'm coming over tonight. What? You don't got to be an asshole. You don't got to be an asshole, all right? Every time I want to come over, you turn into an asshole. And I'm just like, what is happening? I don't know what's happening. And she's just like, yeah, just say it again. Say it again. Fuck you. And then she hung up the phone. And I didn't know if she hung up the phone or not because she kept talking. She's like, yeah, the nerve. the nerve of some people. I can't believe they just turn into other people. You start talking to them. This guy's an ass. I was like, is she still on the phone, or is she talking to me, or is she talking to herself, or is she just like, I'm not sure. And I was like, is the locksmith here yet? And then the lady who worked there is like, hey, free Doritos, and she gave everybody free Doritos. So I got free Doritos. And
I wonder if there was a legitimate lawsuit you could have filed based on you being trapped in this restaurant. And they were like, because there's no way, I don't imagine they would have been like, for the 10 minutes inconvenience, them being like, here. I wonder if they were like, just give them Doritos and they won't sue us.
Yeah, it's possible. But then, the lady, she starts being like, oh, all right, what? How do we get out of here? And they're like, ma'am, we're locked in. And she's like, what about the other doors? There's another door back there. And they're like, and she like tries to open it, and she's like, and she starts like trying to open the door. And they're like, ma'am, it's locked. She's, I'm sorry, I didn't realize it was all the doors. And I was like, oh my God, is the locksmith here yet? And then she calls the guy back, I think, and she's just like, all I'm asking is if I can stay over, all right? Can I stay over in the house? Do you even want me there? And then finally the locksmith guy gets there, and he unlocks the door, and I'm like, oh my, thank Jesus, I'm getting out of here. And so I get out, other guy leaves, he gets in his car, I start driving away. The woman starts walking up to the car, holding out a finger like, one moment, and she's like, and I was just like, I'm gonna run you over. I just like kept driving, and then she just gave up, and I like got out of there.
Do you think she was gonna ask you to drive her to Jerry's?
I think so. That was my biggest concern. I was like, I'm not driving you to Jerry, dude. I'm getting out of here. And I got out of there.
I'm not taking you to Jerry. I'm doing Jerry a solid here. He does not want you.
I'm sure if you lived in like a country environment or like in the South, or like, hey, lady, where do you live? And like, I need a ride to Jerry's. Like, oh no, Jerry, hop on in. Then you live in a city your whole life. It's like, excuse me, so I'm like, nope, gone, bye. I'm not. Nope. See you later.
Excuse me, sir. Can I get in your car? Will you take me to Jerry's? No. I will do none of those things.
She like started walking, and I could tell she was doing. I was like, nope, didn't make eye contact, drove off, never saw her again.
I wonder if she talked to Jerry about you that night.
She might have. I
like,
tried to
the
get
nerve
a
of
ride.
some people. What an asshole.
Then I tweeted about it, and Subway tweeted at me, and they said, what flavor Doritos? And then they also
I'm
said,
telling you, there was a lawsuit that you could have filed against them. Guarantee it.
They also said, also, can you DM us so we can find out what happened there? They probably don't want to get sued, yeah.
No, they definitely don't.
So that was my Subway story. I made it out alive.
That's a solid story. Yeah.
Like I said, if it wasn't for that woman, it would have just been nothing. I would have been just staying there, they unlock it, I leave. But that woman just made it crazy.
The moral, I feel, don't go to Subway.
Yeah, that's a pretty good moral.
Yeah, you can eat fresh at other places.
Yeah, like
many other places do serve fresh food. It's crazy.
It's true. And even though Subway says it's fresh, it's typically not fresh whatsoever. At all. Also, I had a dream.
Go on.
So in this dream,
I need to put on my psycho and analyst glasses. That's right. That's the word I said.
Psycho-anal glasses.
My psycho-anal glasses.
All right.
Go on. Yes, please continue.
Right. So in this dream, I don't even know where I am. It's like a big mansion area, but it's not a man. It's like one of those crazy country clubs, you know? And you're there.
I know. I'm there. Oh, interesting.
And your parents are there.
Doing? My parents?
Your parents are there. And I was like, hey, it's me, Crendor. And they were like, hey, we're about to go to this restaurant up in the mountains. And I was like, oh, that sounds good. And they're like, come along. And so all of us start hiking up this big mountain to get to this restaurant. And you're like, this place has the best food. It's got the best food around. And your dad's like, it's true. They got the best food. And we get up there. It takes like forever. And we finally get there and they're closed. It's just like this small shack place on the top of a mountain. And they're like, we closed yesterday. We're done forever. And you're like, you can't close. They got the best food. And your dad's like, they have the best food. And he starts like bashing on the window. to like let them in.
That sounds like us, yeah.
And they're like,
that sounds like something we would do.
And they're like, "Sir, we have no food left. It's all gone." And
wait, why are there people there though? Okay, yeah, I'm
know.
Gonna analyze this. Please, no, keep going.
So yeah, there's people still working there, but they closed yesterday and they're out of food. And so we're like, ah, shit. Well, I was really excited to try that food, but I guess we're not. And then we started going back down. And as we're like climbing back down the mountain, you like slipped and you like start sliding and you're like, whoa, and you like slid and disappeared. And that was it.
And that was it?
Yeah. So you mean you could have died, you could still be alive, but like in a group of jaguars or something? Like, I don't know.
Could this dream be about how you and I and my parents in this scenario represent my extended family on the internet? My extended internet friends and family is what they represent.
Oh shit, possible.
Could this not be a dream about how, as you and I ascend to greatness up this mountain, at the very, very top is where we're finally going to get our due, and I think a Cox and Crendor movie.
Yeah.
Is what I think.
I
right?
agree.
And we're ascending this mountain to greatness together, and we're bringing everyone we know along. But when we get to the top, there is no movie.
Damn.
It was all for nothing. It was all for nothing. And your biggest fear is then when we realize there will never be a Cox and Crendor movie, I'll slide out of your life forever. I will simply disappear. Because our dream, as everyone knows, we're only in this for the movie, and if it doesn't happen, I'm out. And I think that might be what you're really worried about.
I think it's pretty accurate. And the movie, my story would be me trapped in a subway.
Yeah.
But who would play me? And who would play you?
Who would play you? Oh, man. All right. I'd be played by Bradley Cooper, obviously.
All right.
And you would be played by, I think, Donald Glover.
Donald Glover. Hold on.
I like that you're Googling Donald Glover. Yep.
Yeah.
You'd be Donald Glover.
I think I'd make a pretty good Donald Glover.
Yeah. And that would be our movie. And we call it Cox and Crendor, the movie, fresh out the box. Fresh
out the box.
Fresh out the box is the name of our movie. Cox and Crendor, the movie, fresh out the box. Secret of the Ooze would be the subtitle.
No, who's that one guy? All right, I know.
Who's that one guy?
Pedro Pascal.
Oh, Pedro Pascal.
I think he'd play a good me.
No, you're Donald Glover. I'm Bradley Cooper. Pedro could be like, I don't know, he could play like one of the side characters. Like, I think he'd be a good Gray Storm.
Mm-hmm. That's true. He would make a good Gray Storm.
I feel like there's plenty of amazing actors who would want to be in our movie. I think
this movie would be great if it ever got made, but it's not going.
And then Nick Cage would play Nick Cage.
Yeah, it would have to have Nick Cage in it.
Yeah, he would be the Mike Tyson of our Hangover movie.
Yeah.
It would literally be the exact same scene, except it was Nick Cage doing Yeah.
Oh my God. Speaking of movies, I saw The Maze Runner.
I know you did, and I have not seen it yet. I tried to make a valiant effort to go this week, and every time I was like, yeah, I want to go, it wasn't playing at the time I wanted to see it, and I was like,
Damn.
It's almost like no one has seen this movie.
It's, without spoiling it, I don't think it holds up to the first Maze Runner movie.
Well, do they even run any mazes?
Not particularly.
How much running was done in total?
Oh, there's a lot of running.
Okay.
There was a lot of running.
Then could we say that life itself is a maze, and perhaps that's what they were running?
It's quite possible. Plus,
okay,
there were still a lot of moments where we've had the same type of thing happen in the other movies where I'm like, which movie series is this? So I'm like, is this the one where they're like, they left the city? I'm like, oh wait, no, that's the Divergent. And I'm like, wait, but this is, and I started realizing how much they all blend together even more, especially with this movie.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I look forward to it then. I seem to recall the last movie left off with them in the desert, and the one girl betrayed all the guys. Mm-hmm. And that's sort of how it ended.
That is.
And I was like, oh, okay. The betrayal is that she went on to have a real acting career, and all of them sort of stuck with this movie. So
Yes,
yeah.
but does she get her redemption arc?
You know what? I hope that she does not. I hope she turns out to be a villain, because that would be amazing and ballsy. But probably they're like, you're the only one who can save us. And she's like, you're right. And then she becomes a hero. Barf.
Wow, don't spoil it. Yeah, it's all right. It's a solid like 6 out of 10. Maybe like,
All right. Well, I need to see it just so I can. Yeah, I'm ready. I don't even know. I don't know what it's going to be. I'm also excited because apparently just in the last 24 hours they released the new Cloverfield movie.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
The last Cloverfield movie was so good.
Is that the one with what's his name?
John Goodman?
Yeah, John Goodman, where he has that girl trapped in the basement.
Yes, that's such a good movie.
Yeah, that was a really good movie.
So I'm very, very interested to see what I guess this one is Netflix and it takes place in space.
Oh, shit.
So I have no idea what that's going to be like.
It says, a group of scientific researchers on a space station attempt to harness an energy source called the God Particle, only to unleash something terrifying. Julius Ona directed this sci-fi thriller, which stars Gugu Mbatha-Raw, David Oyelowo, Daniel Bruhl, Elizabeth Debicki, Chris O'Dowd, and Zhang Zi.
Chris O'Dowd? Hold on. Is this the real Chris O'Dowd? Chris O'Dowd.
He looks like a 40-year-old Mathis.
Yeah, it's the guy from IT Crowd.
Yeah.
That's incredible. Okay, sure, I'm totally in. I want to see this very badly now.
I want to see this movie.
If it's anything like the other ones, hopefully it's 99% we don't show you anything, and at the very, very end we show you something. Although the first Cloverfield movie was kind of like, I don't know, I'm over shaky cam, so I did not like that one. But the next one was great.
Yeah.
So here's hoping. Fingers crossed.
Here's hoping. Here's hoping.
Anything else crazy happen? Man, you've done a lot this week.
Yeah. Let's see. Hold on. I got anything in my notes? Oh my God. I forgot.
You even have notes. You did so much. You took notes.
I forgot for New Year's, which was like a month ago. But on New Year's, we were looking at shit to watch on Netflix, and Gmart was like, yo, what is this? And so we watched Bill Nye Saves the World, and it's a terrible show.
Yeah, it's like they took the premise of Bill Nye Science Guy and said, what if we replace all the like wide-eyed kids with celebrities? And it ruined what Bill Nye was. So, absolutely.
So we watched one on weed. Bill Nye was like, hello, fellow kids. Do you enjoy marijuana? And then they're like, woo! And then he's like, well, fellow kids, I have a thing for you to look at. And then he like plays his VHS tape, and it's like, marijuana is good for you. You should smoke it on the daily. And then he's like,
on the daily?
No.
Yes, it's me, 1950s guy, smoking on the daily.
And then I think the worst part of the entire show is he's like, we've got a little surprise for you. We've made a ultimate frisbee competition where half the competitors are high and the other half are not. And I was like, okay. And here's the thing. They were not high. They were just acting high as like kind of goofy wannabe actors trying to make it in the business high. They're just like, I'm so hungry. I eat my Doritos. And then,
are you sure they were actors?
I would bet a lot of money they were actors. Like a lot of money. I'd be more sure of this than betting on the Super Bowl.
Damn.
Yeah. Like is to the point where, you know how if somebody was pretending to be drunk, they'd be like, I'm so drunk right now. It's just like,
I don't even know what
like,
you're
I gave you apple
about.
juice.
I love you. You're funny.
It was like
you're
that,
funny.
but high. It was so bad. And
so
then,
like every time we're like, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
What? What are you talking about, man?
like I was like, if that person was actually high, they wouldn't even be like, I'm eating Doritos. They'd just be like, oh. And they're just like, hey man, like, what? Oh, yeah.
What?
Yeah. Like,
hey man, whoa.
Like
whoa,
we're playing Ultimate Frisbee, man. It's like, what? Ultimate? Where am I?
When's the last time you saw someone high on weed? I don't know anyone who's ever like, oh shit, man, where am I at, man?
Depends on
like,
how high you are.
I mean, if you're like 14 and you think that's what being high is about.
Well, it was more like they should have just been really chill. You know, they should have just been like, all right, let's go. But they're overacting it.
Well,
don't watch Bill Nye.
It is. There you go.
Trash
there's the
garbage. Very
trash garbage.
Yeah.
Well, you know what isn't trash garbage?
What?
Valentine's Day.
Oh man, that's right. It's coming up.
It's coming up, and you're gonna want to look good for that Valentine's Day night or day or afternoon. I'm not gonna judge whenever you want to show people your undies, because you should get
MeUndies.
Some MeUndies.
Yes, MeUndies.
And you can get matching pairs right now. A unique, fun gift for you and your Valentine.
Wow.
They're the perfect balance between comfortable and exciting. Don't spend another Valentine's Day with the same old boring gifts of like flowers and chocolate and love. Instead, MeUndies.
Love is for losers.
MeUndies.com. I'm telling you, you put them on your body. Gonna change your life. I saw yesterday or the day before a guy message us and he got 6 pairs. And he was like, these are the best. Cox and Crendor are right.
I have heard nobody order a pair of MeUndies and not like them. There's never been a person who's been like, you know what, I ordered them and I didn't really like them. I haven't heard it.
And those people would be liars if they existed.
But they don't exist.
I'm just letting you know. Right now, they have matching pairs. And here's the best part. You're probably saying to yourself, well, Jesse, I'm alone and I have no one to match with. You can match with yourself. Get 2 underwears.
Match with yourself. Match with your cat. Match with, just random stuff in your house, like a couch.
Yeah,
put underwear on your couch.
MeUndies
give them
to
away.
someone. Yeah, maybe call up your mom. Hey, Mom, I love you. Thanks for always being there. Have some MeUndies. Boom, done.
Maybe give them to another single person. They'll be like, wow, you know what? I'm single as well. We should go date. And then bam, start a relationship.
Or don't do that, because it's kind of stalkery.
Well, it would be weird to receive underwear, but MeUndies, they would
actually,
be like,
if it was normal underwear, they'd be like, this is weird. But MeUndies, they'd be like, are these the 3 times softer than cotton MeUndies? And you'd be like, that's right. That's what they are.
Yeah, that's quality.
Yes, 100% satisfaction guaranteed quality. MeUndies guarantees that you and your significant other, or let's say you want to send it to Crendor or I. Let's say you buy 2 and you send 1 to us. We would love it. You'll get your money back if you don't like it. That's just the way it is. Right now, MeUndies has a Valentine's exclusive offer just for you. If you're a first-time purchaser, MeUndies.com/Crendor.
That's me.
20% off and free shipping.
Me.
That's a no-brainer.
Yeah, that's me. Me for your MeUndies. Crendor. Crendor is me. MeUndies.com/Crendor.
That's the place to go. This Valentine's can be the best Valentine's if you, right now, we're going to set up your night right now. All right. You pull up to your lady or dude's house. You have the 2 MeUndies. No, you have the box of MeUndies.
Right, whole box.
You have a box of MeUndies. You pull up and you go to the door and you go bing bong. And at the door, he and or she shows up and is like, baby, what are you doing here? We're not supposed to meet for another hour. And you're like, don't worry. I brought you a gift. And she's like, oh my. Or he, oh my. And
then their mom is
they
like,
open
hey,
it.
Who's at the door? And they're like, hey, they're just bringing me some MeUndies. And they're like, oh, all right.
That makes the rest of what I'm about to say really weird. So they open the box. They open the box, and there's only 1 pair in there, and there's like an empty space. Like, wait, shouldn't there be 2 pairs in here? And then you pull down your pants, like, oh, there were. And now you show them yours. It's like, hey, we should put these on together. And then you take it to the bedroom.
And their mom is like, oh my.
The mom is in there like, whoa,
Harold,
dear.
why haven't you gotten me some MeUndies? And then their dad is like, oh, they'll go on the google.com and just put in MeUndies.com/Crendor and order you some, all right?
And that's the best Valentines you could possibly ask for. MeUndies.com/Crendor. Go there right now. All right. Well, Crendor, what is going on with Chapter?
Hey, it's Chap Pap up in the sky with Chap Pap.
Yep. Yep.
It's
I forgot what chapter number 7 was called.
Yeah.
I called it the chop stop. Chop stop.
Up here at the Chop
Welcome
Stop, we'll
to
be
the
opening
Chop
5
Stop.
new locations of our prime Chop Stop restaurants all over America. We serve chop, we serve stop, we serve a whole bunch of stuff. But especially we serve traffic. And right now the traffic is looking pretty good. People are all drunk at home from their Super Bowl parties, passed out. The roads are clear because nobody's driving, and if you're drunk, you better not be driving. But, I mean, if you're listening to this, it's probably the morning anyway, and everybody's hungover, and they're just like, I just want to listen to something, and then you're listening to this podcast, and, how you doing? Well, happy morning to you, or late evening, or, I don't know. This is Chop Pop 7 up in the sky, back to you.
Thanks, Crendor. Now let's go over to the weather desk. Crendor, how's that weather?
Weather desk. Over here at the weather desk, let's see, weather. All right, I'm gonna give Whoppy the day off. He's been having a rough couple of episodes.
Yeah, I've noticed. He's been going through some stuff.
Yeah, he's had some issues. We're working through it. Let's go to Tainan City, Taiwan. 53 degrees there. It's actually feeling like 49, however, a little bit chilly. Right now over here it's like 20 or something. Not liking it. A few showers gonna be happening in the morning. Overcast skies during the afternoon. Highs around 55. So maybe put on a jacket. Winds north at 10 to 20 miles an hour. Chance of rain 30%. It's about 3 in 10 if you do the math. Winds could occasionally gust over 40 miles an hour. Sun starting to rise a little later. 6:37 a.m. setting at 5:49. We're getting a little over 10 hours of daylight now. That's better than a couple of months ago, eh?
Sure.
Yeah. I was trying to mimic the normal weather people. Weather people like to do that. They're just like, we got so much sunlight now coming in. It's increasing by 1 to 2 minutes per day. You add that into the month, that's going to be about 30 extra minutes of sunlight at the end of the month. You flip that clock upside down, and we're going to be rolling.
Yeah.
That's Tainan, Taiwan.
All right. Well, then let's talk sports.
Sports. Welcome to the sports desk. Super Bowl's over. The Patriots have lost. They lost the Super Bowl to the Philadelphia Eagles.
You know, a lot of people say we're going through some shit as a world, but this gives me hope. This gives me true hope. If the Eagles can do it, anything's possible.
And really, this might fall a little bit on Tom Brady. He missed the pass. He was supposed to catch the touchdown pass. He dropped it.
It should fall on Tom Brady. Earlier this weekend, I was asked how best to describe my feelings on Tom Brady, and I basically was like, he's the Hollywood Hulk Hogan of football.
He pretty much is, yeah.
Yeah, he's like this guy who is just a villain. Just a villain. And because he's just so, like, everything goes his way, you can't, if you like him, you're the type of person who's like, man, I want to be an NWO.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's just the way it works.
Yeah. It's even if you don't care, I think just as a casual sports fan, you would get to a point where you're like, man, it's getting kind of boring watching the Patriots. It's like a casual viewer. And I know that makes all the like Patriots people like, well, get over it. Watch the Patriots. But like, come on. It's just boring seeing the same teams over and over. You know?
I agree with you. I'm in.
Yeah. So that's the NFL season. Now we can move on to the off season. Packers getting ready to draft and start winning multiple Super Bowls in a row, which will, that won't be boring. And then over in the NBA land, whole bunch of stuff happening. Trades are happening. Bulls traded Nikola Mirotic to the New Orleans Pelicans, and they got a first-round pick. Bulls are getting ready to rebuild. It's a stacked draft class. Whole bunch of crazy star players coming in the league. Could be the next LeBron in here. You don't know. It's gonna be pretty neat, wacky, wild.
You don't even know.
You don't even know.
You don't even know.
And then the Cavaliers are falling apart, so LeBron will probably leave them after this year. People are speculating he wants to go to L.A. Wowee. Over in hockey, Tampa Bay is number 1 in the one conference, and Las Vegas is number 1 in the other conference, which is kind of crazy. The 2 places where nobody really cares about hockey are the 2 best hockey teams. Wow.
There you go.
Meanwhile, Buffalo in last place, and you got Vancouver down there, Edmonton, Ottawa, Montreal, all the Canadian places really bad. And then baseball's gonna be starting up again soon. We got spring training right around the corner.
I wish one day I could be excited about baseball. God, it's fun to like go to a game and sit there and like hang out and talk and like drink and okay, a thing just happened. That's nice. But like watching it on TV is like so boring to me. I don't know why.
Well, it depends on if you like the team or if you know like who's playing, or if you're looking for like otherwise it is pretty much just background noise, but it's pretty good background noise. So I mean that's gonna be starting up soon, and then the Olympics start in like 1 week. I think less than a week.
I know. How insane is that?
I know. I like the Winter Olympics a little more than the Summer Olympics. I think they got more fun activities. Like you got snowboarding. You got the luge where they like sit back and they're like, I'm going a billion miles an hour, I might die, and shit like that. And they got curling. Who doesn't love a good curling?
Curling is my favorite sport Americans don't know anything about.
Yeah, I agree.
Not many Americans, you know about it because you live right next to the border.
Mm-hmm.
But like most Americans, if you said, yeah, curling, they would assume maybe curling irons.
Yeah. It's definitely to be something I watch. I'm gonna record it, replay it nonstop.
As they sweep.
Yeah, they sweep the ice.
They sweep ice.
Yeah,
if you're wondering what curling is, you slowly move a giant thing,
puck weight thing.
Yeah, across ice while a bunch of people frantically like clean the ice in front of it. It is insane. It is the best sport.
And it's great. And then there's they got ice skating, they got figure skating, they got what's that one with Shaun White? Or wait, that's snowboarding. I think it's snowboarding already. Skiing's pretty exciting. It's just like so many fun things. And then in the summer one, it's like they got like racing, swimming. It's not as exciting as the Winter Olympics. I like Winter Olympics.
Yeah.
And that's sports.
Oh my goodness. Let's get to our big news story of the day.
Irish woman legally marries a 300-year-old pirate ghost.
I did not expect that to go the way it did. Okay, yeah.
Oh, here it is. I married a ghost pirate. The curious story of Amanda Teague and her 300-year-old dead lover.
Now, question.
All right.
Question. This needs to be asked.
Right.
Is this the ghost of a pirate or a ghost who has become a pirate?
I think we're going to find out.
Okay. All right.
On July 23rd, 2016, Amanda Teague, 45, married her Haitian husband, Jack Teague, on a small boat in the Atlantic Ocean. The weather was stormy and waves rocked the vessel violently. The divorced mother of 4, who worked as a Jack Sparrow impersonator in Ireland, said, I do.
Whoa. She was a Jack Sparrow impersonator?
Apparently.
Man, everyone is a Jack Sparrow impersonator. Everywhere I go in LA, there's always like 5 of them, just like crowded around like vultures waiting for tourist money.
Not another one.
That's the last thing we need. Okay.
Teague made headlines last week after she broke news that she married the ghost of a 300-year-old pirate. She claims their spiritual relationship began in 2015 when she was lying in bed at home in Drogheda, Ireland, and sensed his presence.
Yo, go on.
After 6 months of continued contact with the ghost of the deceased freebooter, she developed feelings for him, and the two made plans to officiate their love for each other.
Pardon? The two made plans? The ghost and her made plans?
Apparently.
The pirate ghost.
The pirate ghost, yes.
Now, question. Do you think the pirate ghost fell in love with Jack Sparrow and not her? Is this like when Lois falls in love with Superman instead of Clark?
It's I think it's quite possible because
I feel like pretend the pirate doesn't understand costumes. I don't think. I feel like the pirate ghost would be like, you truly are a sexy pirate. And she'd be like, I'm Jack Sparrow. However the hell you do a Jack Sparrow voice.
I'm Jack Sparrow.
I'm Jack Sparrow. Yeah. However you do a Jack Sparrow voice. And then
that sounds
then
more
he fell
like
in love
the
with
LA Jack Sparrow. Jack Sparrow, have you been drinking again at noon?
No.
I drink every hour of the day.
Why is all the rum gone?
Oh my god, it gets better. Similar to most normal relationships, the couple act out when jealous, have arguments about responsibility, go away to Dublin on weekends together for romantic getaways, and even engage in lovemaking.
This is not a real thing. This is a crazy woman. Why is this an article?
Teague describes their chemistry as, quote, incredible, and says that Jack is, quote, the best sex she's ever had.
This is not... How many kids does she have? Have they interviewed the children? Are the children like, Mom, please stop. This is embarrassing for everyone.
I don't...
This is not... Hold on. Rewind.
Yep.
Go over everything that they say that they do together.
Okay. They act out when jealous.
Wrong. That doesn't happen. She might act out when the dead, not at all real ghost is like, what, flirting with someone else?
Yeah.
How does that happen? How does that happen?
I don't know.
Okay.
Have
please continue.
arguments about responsibility.
No, they can't. It's not a real thing.
Go away to Dublin on weekends together for romantic getaways.
Fake news. It's not real. That is not real. This is the definition of fake news. This is not a real article. This can't happen because she's just a crazy person.
And engage in lovemaking.
That I believe. I believe ghosts are down. Ghosts are DTF.
Yeah, they got nothing else going on.
Yeah, they got nothing else going on. That's poltergeist activity. All right, I believe that.
All right. Well, she confirmed that their wedding was similar to one at a registry office in the sense that it was short, small, and functional. The couple held another wedding in October 2017, which involved a more comprehensive group of family and friends to better celebrate their union.
Oh, God. I can't imagine. If anyone that I know was like, hey, I'm going to marry the 300-year-old spirit of a pirate, would you please come to my wedding? I don't know if I would immediately laugh in their face or go just to see what the hell it would be.
I would go just to see. No doubt.
Just like being there like, is she, he said kiss the bride, but is she just kissing the air? What's happening right now? Do you think she actually thinks there's a ghost there? Oh, I'd be just side commentating the whole thing like, do you think she actually thinks this is real?
That would be the best wedding ever.
I guess. I mean, sure, okay.
They said, we sailed into international waters so we could legally marry. It's not legal in the UK or Ireland to marry a deceased person, so we spoke to some lawyers and did it officially. She says she is the first person in the UK and Ireland to legally marry a ghost. Despite admitting that, as it stands, the law does not express recognized marriage to a deceased person, Teague explains that she followed proper procedures instructed to her by lawyers to bypass the rules. A registrar was present at the wedding who registered their marriage. Jack Teague gave consent through a medium that was independent of her and Amanda, even changed her last name to his honor. And she changed her last name to honor their...
So she's a Teague now.
Yeah.
Right.
I haven't been challenged yet, Teague said. There was one government agent who asked me to explain my situation. I told him about spirituality and their connection. He just accepted that. More like he laughed and was like, shit. All right.
I know that guy was just like, are you sure? Yeah, lady, whatever. Click.
Whatever. If in the future I am challenged, legal advisors have told me that there are certain routes we could go down to try and get our marriage recognized by law. I am willing to do it and fight for our right to be married, she added. Shlomit Glazer, a family lawyer at Glazer Jones Law, told Newsweek that marrying a ghost and marrying a dead person are two different things, but neither are legally recognized. It's not illegal, it's not a criminal act, and you are not committing an offense, but the government doesn't recognize it. They won't be allowed the benefits of a married couple.
What hurt? I want to like grab her and be like, who hurt you?
Oh my. Okay. Ghost relationships and marriages are not uncommon. Last December, Cornwall Live reported the stories of two women who were deep in the throes of paranormal passion. Amethyst Realm, that's their name.
God damn it.
A 27-year-old spiritual guidance counselor from Bristol, UK, told the local paper about her...
What's the matter with you, UK?
She told the local paper...
Hold on, what was this? Amethyst Realm?
Amethyst Realm.
I'm looking this person up.
They told the local paper about her sexual ectoplasmic encounters with 20 different ghosts.
Looking at her and looking at this woman who, I don't...
If you saw them out in public, you wouldn't expect anything.
Right, they seem very normal, like normal, attractive women. Here's my only thoughts on this is that you never hear, are there any men who are out there banging ghosts? And I feel like the answer is going to be no, and I'm going to let you know why.
Okay.
Because women ghosts have better things to do than try to sleep with with guys. Meanwhile, guy ghosts are like, ladies, I'm ectoplasmic, right? I feel like guy ghosts would, of course, ghosts would try to sleep with women.
So I typed it in, and most of them are like the articles we read, but there's one story that says, "My sex with ghost lover. Man reveals how to romp with unearthly spirits."
Okay.
He said, "Before I encountered my spiritual love, Nalani, I had no sexual experience and wasn't what you would call a ladies' man. Being average-looking and pretty shy, women hardly ever considered me as a partner. This all changed when I became aware of Nalani and started enjoying nights of pleasure beyond what any movie or book can even experience or describe."
Okay, yeah.
He's not talking about the 5-minute drunk hump most people are experiencing. I mean hours of endless explosive pleasure that runs through your whole body. He said the first time he contacted the sex spirits, he was terrified.
Whoa! All right, here's the thing. I'm in. How do I contact the sex spirits? There are sex spirits?
That's what he said. He added,
"Hook me up."
"I heard a soft whisper in my ear saying very faintly, 'Hi,' as if from a distance, yet still close. That scared the living heck out of me and made me jump out of my bed. Needless to say, I didn't sleep at all that night. After all, I had just had my first experience of summoning a succubus. It took me by such a surprise that I jumped in panic out of bed and shot out of the house."
What? He summoned a succubus?
That's what he says.
Okay, sure.
He made it his mission to experience this again, and he now has regular intercourse with her. So how do you summon one for yourself? He offers 7 free lessons, and he says it takes 1 to 2 months of practice to make the method work. There's some simple tips you can do to try this out yourself. He adds, "Sit in a private room where you feel comfortable and will not be disturbed. Close your eyes, clear your mind. Visualize for 10 minutes the way you think your succubus will look when you open your eyes. Once you finish, let the image go and clear your mind. Say to yourself, 'When I open my eyes, I will see you, my succubus love.' Repeat this affirmation until you sense a presence. When you feel comfortable, hastily open your eyes without focusing anywhere. The more you practice this technique, the clearer the image of the spirit becomes. Maybe we'll stay focused on the real world for now, however."
Okay, so apparently you're absolutely... This is a thing that, like, a lot of people are trying to do. In fact, there's a BuzzFeed article about this.
What?
These 2 women attempted to have sex with a ghost, and they wrote everything down and, like, filmed everything and set up a whole thing. Okay, from the top. Oh my God. How to seduce a ghost. The guidelines.
Okay.
Know that it is real. Take it seriously. Be as goofy as you want. Have tons of fun. But know that you are really inviting a real spirit from beyond in, and that you are opening a real portal into other realms. 2. Know your belief system. God, angels, your guides, your higher self, your cat, it doesn't matter. 3. Don't get scared. Fear will do negative things. Fear will prevent it from happening altogether. Fear will bring the wrong kind of energy, a darker energy that will feed off of your fear. 4. Know that this is our realm of existence. They have to play by our rules. They have the power over you only if you let them. 5. Have fun.
Sounds like a speech you give to like someone about to go play a sports thing. Like, don't forget to have fun out there. All right, guys, let's just have some fun.
The steps. Here are the steps. 1. Be in a great personal space. Clean, happy, good mood. Be in your good senses. Sure. 2. Prepare your space. Candles, incense, mood lighting, sexy music. Don't burn sage. That'll keep spirits away. 3. Define your space and set its boundaries, i.e. bedroom only. 4. You know what? I'm going to be real. If I'm going to bang a ghost, I don't want it in the bedroom. I want to get freaky with that ghost. Let's rest of the house open for business, ghost.
Why don't they like
call
sage?
me? I'm not going to burn sage. I'll burn like some sweet ganj up in there. Be like, hey, ghost, come get high with me, brother.
Well, why don't they like sage?
All right. I don't know. I don't know the rules of ghosts and sage.
Is it like garlic and vampires or something?
Maybe. That's exactly right. Probably. Protect your space, whatever way works for you and your belief system. Start doing some slow, deep breathing. Begin visualizing your ghostly lover. What it, he, she feels like asks. Ask the universe or whomever to send you a ghostly lover. Be very clear that you want to be positive, good, loving, and light, as well as hot, of course. Softly add a chant to your deep breathing, something like, come to me, loving spirits. 7, believe. 8, hopefully you'll start feeling sensations. You may hear something, smell something, notice orbs of light or shadow. Hopefully the physical sensations are coming.
Right, yeah.
9, throughout your encounter, communicate with the spirit. Make sure there's mutual respect and that is nothing is done to you or allowed to happen to you that you're uncomfortable with. 10, when it's over, thank the spirit and close the veil or portal that you opened. Oh, you don't want spirits just showing up whenever,
you don't
like,
want that portal to
hey,
stay
baby, we gonna bang the night? Like, no, spirit, not tonight. I have work in the morning.
Tomorrow.
So yeah, these 2 girls did this, and they posted photos of themselves, and it just looks ridiculous. And they tried to visualize the ghost. This one girl said, I pictured Jon Snow. They tried chanting, and then down here it says, the sex. This girl, Katie, wrote, good news for my parents if they're reading this. I did not have sex with any ghosts, not even close, not even first base. I felt nothing, saw nothing, heard nothing, complete rejection. Ariana said, no sex. Well, okay, no recognizable sex. My hand got tingly. Someone suggested that that's like, I got some hand action with a ghost, but that's about it. And yeah, they basically just felt like nothing happened. And they're like, will we try it again? Sure. So yeah, there you go. But you know what, Crendor? What if like right now we tried to chant and bring some sexy ghosts?
All right.
To the listeners.
All right. And all we got to do is just do these simple steps.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
My room is very, you know what? The office is a mess, but that's how I like it.
Yeah.
I feel like any ghosts who would be here would like it. I have an anime mouse pad with 2 giant boobs on my desk. So I'm going to grab one of those boobs right now.
All right.
And I'm going to like visualize some sort of like sexy anime succubus.
All right.
Right? And I just got to like, be like, where is them boobies? Nothing. Oh, did you get something?
I think I felt my hand.
You felt your own hand?
Yeah.
Is your spirit lover yourself?
Actually, that might just be arthritis.
All right. Well, good to know.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it, everybody. Thank you so much for listening. Please go on iTunes or wherever you're listening to this or watching it if you're on YouTube and give us an old thumbs up. Leave a review. Give us 50 out of 5 stars. Do whatever you got to do.
Thumbs up. Leave your comments. Leave your reviews. SoundCloud, iTunes, YouTube, Check it all out. YouTube.com/Cox and Crendor podcast. YouTube.com/Cox and Crendor. That's where the animations are. SoundCloud.com/Cox and Crendor. iTunes, search Cox and Crendor. Whole bunch of Cox and Crendor.
Tell your friends. Tell your friends. Tell everyone.
Mom, tell your dad. Tell your brother. Tell your sister. Tell your dog. Tell your cat. Tell your...
And tell MeUndies. Go to @MeUndies and say, like, they were right. Your underwear's the best. You should give them $1 million.
Tweet at
Say those
MeUndies.
exact words.
Do it. Be like, wow, I love MeUndies.com/Crendor.
And that's it. So, as always, to be continued.